Also, I want to say one more thing. Any extra fibers you find laying around, just kind of go ahead and stick them around your coil and your atomizer. It'll just help. So I took all my extra ones and I stuck them in there, and they're kind of all pointing up. All right, so let's get this back in there. A straw. Push it down. Actually, the hole actually kind of helps you see where you need to go. So as soon as I see the metal in the hole, I stop. Like I said before, go right back on top. Take my little pliers here. Get this end of the wick out of the way. Use whatever method is easiest for you to get this back on here. There it is. It's back on. Alright, next step. The extra metal that you have on there, go ahead and dike it off. As low as you can get it. Be careful not to pull out your thing. And then take a toothpick or whatever you have, kind of spread it open a little bit down there. And then I just kind of like loosely fold it on in down there. Like so. Now it's kind of in a loose jumble down at the bottom. Right, I just found a better way to do something. So if the video looks like it doesn't fall in sequence, it's because I cut and edited some stuff around. At this point, you're going to take a 3 milliliter bottle cap. You want to cut the top out. Alright, I drilled a hole in it. Now, on the cap, you want to make just slightly little shaves. I'll show you why in just a minute. Just kind of go in and peel it back just a little bit. Push it in, peel it back. Push it in, tilt it up. Ever so slightly, all the way around. You don't want to cut into the all the way into the through the cap though. Alright, that should do it. Now you take the cap with all your little things that you shaved into it, cram it in. Cram it in as deep as you can get it. Just like so. Now, this is my pretty fiance over there. Come say hi. No? Alright. I'm going to put some epoxy around this, and I'll come back when it dries. Alright, I couldn't find my epoxy. I think I left it in my camper, which is not nearby. So what I did is I made little hook cuts. Give you an example is if you had a plastic and you came in at an angle here and then shaved down there, and the theory being is once you pushed it into that little rubber cap, the little ledge would catch on, and it's working good. I just pushed it down as far as I could. I put it on something hard. I put a lot of pressure on it, and I mean it's in there tight and sealed tight. All right, and it's obvious what that's going to allow you to do. It's going to allow you to put your 3 millimeter juice bottle on it. Now, what you just made was a 3 millimeter cartridge, sealed cartridge, and we'll press on and we'll put the rest of this thing together. That's what that part's going to look like. We're going to start working on the mouthpiece. Alright, this next step, there's a couple of variations. There's an easy way and there's a little bit harder way, but it makes the mod look better. Um, with that syringe that we had, I cut the end off of it already. You're going to have the plunger. Take the little black seal off the plunger, get rid of the handle, take a spare addy. They're kind of sharp on the edges, and you might be able to do this. Just put it right down there in the center, just like that. Kind of push it. You want to cut that all the way around so it makes a perfect cut. It's getting there. It helps if you do it on something hard. Let me just kind of work it around. You get the picture, right? I'm going to set this right here. Get a tap. Use old addies that are busted. Don't use a good addy like I'm doing right now, but I got more coming, so there you go. Now, like I said, this is the easy method. Slide it over like that. Oops, upside down. Let me go this way. Slide it over your addy. Screw that back on. Take this. When I have the seal below that hole and above your bottom holes, of course, slide that on there like so. Like that. There you go. I already had some fluid in there, but let me. I'm gonna fill up one of my things, and we'll show you how it works. Pop it off just like so, and oops, just want to screw the reservoir off. Take it off. Maybe we'll get a full one. Be right back. All right, I got a full thing of banana Foster. Take it, just put it right down on top. Just give it a couple little gentle squeezes. Where's my, there we go. Push that back on top. This part right here, you could probably like use some tape or something. I mean, you guys are welcome to work with this mod. You know, do whatever you got to do, make it better. But because there's some things that aren't high speed, like getting the seal into the syringe. But let me get it worked in there real quick for you. Oh, there it goes. Oh, one more corner there. Good thing about this is once you have it done, you don't have to worry about it for a while because that's 3 milliliters of fluid. Alright, like I said, you want to make sure your intake holes are open. Notice you can see the fluid plainly. We already gave it a couple of squeezes, so it's primed. At first, you might want to give it a couple. Make sure you could even, if you had to, you could squeeze it until you saw it come out of these holes, but that's leaks, and you don't want leaks. This is going to work pretty good. Let me get that a little bit better on there. Like I said, this is a work in progress, but I know one thing. Once you're set up and once you're going, it doesn't leak. It doesn't leak at all. Sits there. Just if you're done smoking for the night, you probably want to sit it like that just to make sure. But anyway, I like the way you can see the smoke coming up. Vapes like a champ. Now, for some reason, I like to clear the chamber, but you don't really have to.